Hello and welcome to the Blockbuster Bash Brothers podcast, episode 12 to be exact. I'm your host, Trevor Rocco, and with me, as always, the co-host with the co-most, Travis Labrucherie.
Good afternoon.
Each week here at Blockbuster Bash Brothers, sit down, watch a couple of films. Back to our old format, something old, something new. Our attempt is to give you some recommendations for what to see in the cinemas and something that you might catch on VOD or iTunes or whatever, you know. How do you watch movies these days?
Netflix.
Just Netflix.
Amazon Prime.
I don't think that the movie we're talking about is on either of those, but
I don't think so either.
But
who knows?
You can get it somewhere.
It might be someday.
Yeah, there you go. We're also going to try out a new game at the end of this old podcast. So we'll get to that too. We'll do a little news today. What do you think?
All right.
Sweet. There's a little bit of news going around. Ocean's 8. You know anything about Ocean's 8?
Ocean's 8?
Yeah.
Is that like a prequel to Ocean's
I
11?
Don't know. The only thing I know about it is it's like a female Ocean's 11.
Oh, okay.
So it's the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I remember like hearing about that a while ago.
Yeah. So it's they've got most of the cast locked down, it looked like.
Nice. Anything good?
Julia Roberts.
Nice.
Which she was in the other ones,
yeah.
So I don't know how that works. Cate Blanchett.
Cool.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Nice.
Mindy Kaling.
Okay.
It's an odd choice. I don't know who Nora Lum is. Apparently she's like a rapper or something like that.
Huh.
Anne Hathaway.
Nice.
And Rihanna.
All right.
And then the eighth one is rumored to be Elizabeth Banks.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's a heck of a cast right
there. It is.
It's an expensive cast.
Yeah.
So yeah. Sound good?
I'm going to see it.
Okay. I probably will too. Han Solo, A Star Wars Story.
Yes.
Alden Ehrenreich. That's the guy who's going to play Han Solo.
Okay.
He's from, most recently from Hail Caesar. Played the kind of cowboy guy.
Oh, okay. I like that guy.
Yeah, he's good. He's in some other stuff too that I've seen. And then they're talking about Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian.
Sick.
I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Do you know how old he was in the first Star Wars movie? Or like
Han Solo?
Yeah.
Harrison Ford?
Harrison Ford.
Or like 33?
Okay. I was going to say, these guys, I guess, are a little bit younger, but it's like kind of in that age range where it's like those guys, I don't know if they're playing like 18-year-old versions of Han Solo, but like they're kind of too old to be playing that, and then also they're kind of in that age range where they could be around the same age that he was when he first started, so it's kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I guess could be...
I think he was like 33.
Okay. Well, he looked young in it too, so I don't know. All right. Brie Larson set to make her directorial debut with a movie called Unicorn Store. Very little is known about it, but with a name like that, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Unicorn Store. Last thing is Man of Steel gets a direct sequel. Barf. Who cares? And that's it for the news.
I heard...
Unless you have some news yourself.
I heard Jared Leto is gonna sign on to the Blade Runner sequel.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising, considering I read something this morning that said he was tricked into playing the Joker in Suicide Squad or something like that. It's just a headline that I saw. It was like I would have never done it and blah blah blah. He's like really angry, I think, about the way his character was handled in the movie, and also the fact that it's bombing.
But what does that have to do with Blade Runner?
You said Jared Leto, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I was just saying, like, Blade Runner is just kind of like a reboot. Like,
oh.
I don't know. It's going to be a big studio movie, I assume.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I was trying to remember who's directing that Blade Runner sequel. It's somebody cool, I think.
Cool. That could be anybody.
Yeah. Why don't you look that up?
Are we directing it?
I wish, but I don't think so. I'll have to check my notes. Anyways, getting to our movie reviews, we got a great pairing today from the always impressive Jonah Hill. His new movie War Dogs opens August 18th. So get on our thoughts on that shortly. But we paired it with a little indie flick that you may or may not have heard of called Cyrus from 2010.
Is that about Billy Ray Cyrus or Miley Cyrus?
It's a documentary on both.
Oh.
No, it's neither. So why don't you give us a rundown of what's going on in Cyrus?
Well, John C. Reilly.
Yeah, we got John C. Reilly, we got Jonah Hill, we got Marissa Tomei, Catherine Keener, and probably some other people I'm not thinking of, but that's your principal cast there.
Yeah. This guy's kind of he's been down in the dumps for the last 7 years because his wife had divorced him. Mm-hmm. But he works with his wife.
Ex-wife.
Yeah. And then one night they go to a party together with her fiance. And he meets this lady. And then
she's very secretive.
Yes. Has a secret.
And the secret turns out to be her son Cyrus, who is played by
Jonah Hill.
And then there's a little bit of a odd relationship that forms between John C. Reilly's character and Cyrus. And rather than going into too much detail, that's the principal plot of the movie is their feud or whatever you might call it. Did you like this movie?
I did like it.
I thought it was good. This is the second time I've seen it. The first time I saw it, I think, was 2011 or 2012, right when it came out on DVD. And I didn't really like it that much, but I also didn't remember so much from it. So watching it again was really cool because my second take on it was much better. It's kind of a modern Oedipus tale.
All right.
You can call it that, right? Mm-hmm. It's a little. They have a Jonah Hill and Marissa Tomei's character have a little bit of an odd relationship. Yeah. Mother-son relationship. What I was expecting originally when I saw this movie was like a prank war kind of movie, because I knew it was John C. Reilly and Jonah Hill butting heads, so I thought it was going to be kind of your classic prank war kind of thing. But it wasn't that. It was more of mind games, mental war kind of thing.
It might have been better if it was war games. Or prank wars.
Yeah. Oh, so you liked it, but you thought it had more to...
if it was prank wars, it might have been cooler.
Okay.
But it would have been different.
Right, yeah. It would have been a completely different movie, because this is a very indie film, and it's it's trying to be realistic in their take on, I don't know, the single mom scenario and things like that. But I guess in real life, do you have a lot of prank wars with people? No, or do you subtly destroy people with your mind?
I guess it more prank wars.
Yeah, more prank wars. Okay, well I don't know. This just felt more, because they deal a little bit with mental illness kind of. So there's just, and depression and things like that too. So I don't know. It feels a little bit more of a real take on this kind of relationship that would form between a new boyfriend and a son kind of thing. So I don't know. I liked it. I like it a lot. Things I wanted to mention: Jonah Hill has a really good death stare. Yeah. Or just blank face stare kind of thing. Drunk John C. Reilly is basically Steve Brule.
Yep.
So they got that a little bit. Any other issues that you have with this movie? Maybe on the negative side, anything like that?
It was kind of slow at first.
Pacing is a little slow.
And
it took a little while to get, because Jonah Hill doesn't get introduced until probably 20 or 30 minutes in. It's only a 90-minute movie, so. Yeah. Yeah, the majority of the film's bulk is he's still in it, but it does take a little while to get in, because they kind of have this bubble phase, where it's, even though it's just a couple of days, that's just the two of them kind of getting to know each other.
Yeah.
My issues with this is, other than the kind of predictable ending, I kind of saw it coming. Not just because I had seen it before, but I don't like generally when movies do this, I don't like it, and it was the same for this. The handheld style camera work where they're like zooming mid like scene, like where it's like not they're not like not using tripods. Like somebody's always carrying the camera, somebody's zooming in on people. Like you could see the zoom go and everything. It just I don't know. That always pulls me out of it. It just feels weird. It's also a Duplass brother production, and they are known to do those kind of like single camera, or I don't know if it's single camera or double camera, but that kind of style. They did that because it's like a different look, and it's also a cost-effective kind of thing too. So this is an older one of their productions, and so I assume that's their style or whatever, but I'm not really into that. But it's good. It's a good movie. Otherwise, just a little bit of technical complaints. It's not a big deal. Pizza rating?
I'm gonna give it 4 slices.
4 slices? Okay. So you didn't like it as much as I did. The first time I watched it, I probably would have given it 4 slices. I would say 6 maybe at this time around. I like it a lot. It's a good movie. Worth checking out.
Yeah.
Go see Cyrus. Alright, War Dogs. War Dogs.
War Dogs.
Good cast in this one too.
Yeah.
Who do we got?
Jonah Hill, Miles Teller. I forget that one girl's name.
Which one? The girlfriend?
Miles's girlfriend or wife.
I don't know if I've ever seen. Has she been in other things? Because that was the first time I've seen her. I think.
Ana de Armas.
Mm-hmm.
Who's also going to be in the upcoming Blade Runner sequel.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Anything else we would know her from?
Probably not.
Okay. And then Bradley Cooper.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper.
I really like Bradley Cooper's character in this. So basically we got it's I would say it's more of because it's told from Miles Teller's perspective. He's the one narrating. He is a struggling entrepreneur, I guess you could say.
Yes.
Trying to sell bed sheets and like doing massages and making no money. Finds out his girlfriend, wife, just girlfriend probably, I would assume, is pregnant. Runs into an old friend from high school or middle school or something like that. High school. Yeah, and then finds out that he is a gun runner, gun seller, arms dealer, I guess is what you would call it, who does government contracts. It really goes into depth about the Iraq War and the setup for how weapons are sold, weapons and ammunition and all that stuff is being bought and sold by the government, which is what they're doing. Is they're like independent contractors for the government. So there's a lot of details in it and a lot of like eye-opening, kind of shocking stuff that you would not think is something that's actually happening. Yeah. But it's where it pulls all of its excitement from too, though. So it's them basically bidding for contracts, trying to make millions and arming both sides of the war and things like that. It's a lot like that. Have you seen Lord of War? Yeah. They remind me a lot of that movie. This is more of a comedy, just because it's directed by the guy who did the Hangover movies, so he's familiar with comedy chops. I'm sure they had some of the writers have some comedy backgrounds and things like that. Jonah Hill, of course, and Bradley Cooper. But it's a mix. It's a mix of drama and it's a mix of comedy. It's a war film. It's it's a lot of things. It wears a lot of different hats. Anyways, that's the basic plot. It's another kind of socially relevant piece too. A lot of stuff about guns and stuff out there right now. It glorifies it in a way that's comedic, but also like, hey, look how ridiculous things are or things were recently. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's something, and it's glorification of this, let's make millions and billions of dollars on, illegal sales and the way the government's all screwed up. It really is kind of highlighting the follies of our systems and whatnot. So I think that's good. It's really interesting way to approach it and put it out there.
Yeah.
But beyond that, this is a good, interesting character for Jonah Hill, don't you think?
I think Jonah Hill is a really good actor.
He is a really good actor, right?
He's got just this thing about him that is just like I like watching him.
Yeah, for sure. No matter what he's doing, it's usually something that I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And even if it's like, I don't know, not even if it's not comedic or, because originally that's all he was doing. He was just in comedies and he's a funny guy and he was going to take on that funny fat guy kind of scenario and all the movies.
And he did Moneyball.
And then he did Moneyball and then he did Wall Street and then this and then there's other examples too, but we'll get into that later. But yeah, he's becoming one of the finer actors of our time, and I really enjoy seeing him pick work like this where it kind of gives you the mix of funny and serious. So, and his laugh in this movie is so funny. Yeah, I like characters that have a screw loose, but not so loose that he's not still functioning properly within society. This is really one of those characters where he just it's like you never really know what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
He's kind of a little crazy and weird, but it's still funny and likable, and it's just it's interesting. All right, anything else you want to talk about? Miles Teller, he's good.
Yeah, he's good. Not as good as Jonah Hill.
Right. When Miles Teller picks the right movies, I feel like I really like him a lot, but he's just kind of spotty all over the map at times. So, if he continues to take roles like this, I'm in his corner, but, when he's doing the money grabs for, Divergent series and things like that, it's like, you can't bring anything to that role, so why take it?
Maybe he doesn't know.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, if I was him, I'd do it.
Yeah, for sure, I guess. But also, he's in that realm of, like, Oscar consideration and things like that these days. So, he has the option to take a good path. I feel like he needs to focus in on what he wants to do. And if you choose to do the money thing, whatever. That's fine.
Hey, George Clooney was Batman.
George Clooney was Batman, but George Clooney was not a great Batman.
I know. But...
Okay. Fair enough. Alrighty, do you got a pizza rating for this one?
I'm going to give this one 6.
Nice. Yeah, 6 is a good range there. I did feel it was a little overly long, so that could have been tightened up. I mean, there was a lot of story to tell, so I'm not surprised that it was as long, but I felt like there was a way to kind of crank it around a little bit, move some parts, and kind of shore it up a little bit. But yeah, I'll do 6 slices too. I think that's good.
All right.
Yeah, 2 good movies. Check them out.
Yeah.
Jonah Hill rules.
He does.
All right, you want to play a quick game here?
I do.
So what I was thinking is it would be fun to just play Last Man Standing, but I was also thinking maybe we'll just write them down and see who can come up with the most movies from a specific person. Writing down, we'll take a little break. We'll do it. We'll write what we can, come back, and then see who's got the most.
Yeah.
No cheating, and we'll be
did you say no cheating?
Yeah, no
cheating.
Okay. Okay. Glad we're all on the same page. Okay, so we'll be right back. We're going to make our lists of every Jonah Hill movie we can think of, and the winner is the one who comes up with the most.
Ooh.
Here we go. All right, and we're back. So, what we want to do is we'll go down and we'll check off the ones that we both say or whatever, and... So just, we'll start going down your list here. Let's name some Jonah Hill films.
All right. You want to start?
No, you go ahead. Go ahead and you start.
All right. Superbad.
Superbad. I have that one as well. Okay. War Dogs.
War Dogs, yes.
Yeah. Okay. You're up next.
This Is the End.
Yeah, you got that one too. Yeah. Cyrus.
Cyrus, yes.
Of course.
Oh, Moneyball.
Moneyball. Got Moneyball. Okay. This one maybe you didn't get. Grandma's Boy.
Did not get that one.
Okay.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Wolf of Wall Street. Got that one. The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Did not get that one. Man.
Okay.
True Story.
True Story. That is one I didn't get. One that we even discussed about watching this week. Okay. Next one I have is 21 Jump Street.
Got that one. And I got 22 Jump Street.
Yep. Okay. Next one I got was last week's Sausage Party.
Yeah, I got that one.
Yeah.
I got Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar. I didn't even get Hail Caesar. Nice. I have Knocked Up.
Oh, dang it. How did I forget that one? Son of a... All right. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
I didn't get that one either. We did pretty good together, though.
Yeah.
And then I have, the next one I have is Funny People.
I have that one as my question mark.
Yeah, I believe he's in that.
Okay.
The one that I don't know if he's in is the movie 50-50. Because I believe that's Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen. I can't remember if he's in that or not, though. So let me look it up. One sec.
Are you looking up all of the
Yeah, I'm gonna look up all of Jonah Hill. That way we can go down and see what we missed. But what was your total?
That of ones you didn't get? I think 3.
Okay, no, I meant just total that you got.
I got a baker's dozen.
Baker's Dozen, 13?
Yeah.
That's what I got too, plus the 50-50. So if he's in that, then I win. How about that?
All right.
There's a lot that you got that I should have gotten though. That's funny. All right. Question is, what year? Oh God, I can't believe I missed that one, and that one, and that one.
How to Train Your Dragon. Lego Movie.
Yeah.
Django.
Yeah, Django is the one. He is not in 50-50, so we tie. He is in Funny People.
The Watch.
Yeah, The Watch. The Sitter is another one that I watched again recently. Lego Movie.
Get Him to the Greek.
Get Him to the Greek, yep. And yeah, that's about it. 10 Items or Less. I haven't seen that, but
Night of the Museum.
Click. One of my least favorite movies of all time.
Horton Hears a Who.
I Heart Huckabees. I don't remember him in that. Huh, that's interesting.
Walk Hard.
Yep, that's another good one.
Evan Almighty.
Yep. So we didn't do that well. I thought we did better than that, but whatever. Still pretty good.
We'll get them next time.
Just because you're the best doesn't mean you're the best.
That's true.
Alrighty, so what else is coming out this weekend? We got the remake of Ben-Hur. Jeez, why?
I never saw the original, so...
Yeah, well, it's just one of those movies that gets remade every, 10 years or so. But, it's always a terrible production, and it's never as good as the original. So we'll move past that. Kubo and the Two Strings. Hope to see that at some point.
Yeah,
that one looks really good. I really like Leica Studios. All of their movies there's Box Trolls, Coraline, and Paranorman. All of those I like. So we'll see how this one goes. And Matthew McConaughey, dude.
You gotta love McConaughey.
Yeah. And then the other one that I saw that is coming out this weekend, I think it's a VOD title, but also in very select theaters, is a movie called Imperium with Daniel Radcliffe, where he plays an undercover neo-Nazi or something like that. Looks pretty interesting. So I do want to check that out. I think we're getting it at one of our other theaters, so maybe I'll use that as an excuse to go to there.
Yeah.
Next week we have Mechanic Resurrection. Have you ever seen any of the Mechanic movies?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't know if I ever will.
Yeah, me neither. It's definitely one I'm going to skip. I just found out we're not getting Don't Think Twice, so we'll have to go somewhere and see that. Maybe that'll be our next week movie. We'll just have to catch it somewhere else, because I'm not excited about any of the other ones that are coming out this next week either. Don't Breathe. It's a South by Southwest horror film that I didn't see, but maybe okay, but I don't really care. Horror movies are my thing. And then Southside with You is the other. I don't know if it's a wide release. It's probably just a limited release. It's the Barack Obama, Michelle Obama love story film.
Oh, wow.
How they met.
How did they meet?
I guess you'll have to watch it and see. So since none of those really sound all that exciting, maybe we'll find a way to get out to see Don't Think Twice.
Yeah.
And check out a nice pairing with that. Maybe we'll watch Sleepwalk with Me. Have you seen that?
No.
Mike Birbiglia's other movie. Could be a good pairing.
All right.
Cool. So join us next week when we try to figure out what the hell we're going to watch.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here as always.
Thanks for having me.
Well, I mean, you're it's not a show without you.
Well, I mean, it could be a one-man show.
Yeah, but no, I'm not into that.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, etc. on SoundCloud, YouTube, etc. And we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.
Thanks.